Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bull City Hangout 10-1, first day of October. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham. I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page so you can join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, etc. And I'm so sorry, I'm so late. I started getting ready to do the show at a quarter to 12, and then I got in a what do you call it, a rabbit hole looking up the West End community. There's going to be a big gala this Friday, the West End Community Foundation's annual fall fundraiser. So I was, looking up information and doing a write up and all that. And I do apologize. I looked up, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's afternoon already. So anyway, another thing that's going to happen on Friday is the inclusive adults, was it 16, 18 plus dance party called the Boo Fest. It's like Monster Bash at also at Lion Park. I think they're happening at the same time. So it's kind of wild. Anyway, let me move my keyboard. Let's get started with the word page. So I'll be DJing for that event, and that is going to be at Lion Park in the gymnasium, while the gala is going to be upstairs in the auditorium. So I'll be able to tell you about that later. Anyway, I got lost in my work, so I'm a little late. I do apologize. Let me put on my specs and grab my iPad here and get comfortable. Alrighty, so I'm on the word page, the government and nonprofit information page. We move this up just a bit. This is where you get to find different programs and services that can maybe help you and your family. You can find places to volunteer at if that's what you're looking for. So let's see. I added some classes to the American Red Cross. Did that. Now today is Wednesday, so let me tell you about the one city vacancy that they're trying to fill, and that is on the Human Relations Commission. So if you have information, knowledge, you're curious, or you just want to see if you can serve in that area, then definitely go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the word page, and then scroll down, you'll see the calendar, and then click, see what is expected of you, and then if you're still interested, go ahead and let the city know by end of day today that yes, you want to fill that spot on the Human Relations Commission. Okay, the Durham County Libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6. The libraries reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. I could have sworn I saw a headline somewhere saying that the libraries are going to be open on Sundays again. I didn't get a chance to check that, but if that is true, I will definitely update the Durham Skywriter and will definitely let you know on Bull City Hangout. But that means that people are flocking to the libraries, using the libraries for research. They have all these. I don't know if you know. Have you taken a tour yet of the downtown main library at 300 North Roxborough? I hope you have. They've got a gigantic. Since they totally rebuilt the whole space. The auditorium is gorgeous. They have a what is it? What's it like, a sensory? This for people with autism and other sensory issues. So they have like a nice little quiet room where you can duck in there and relax. I think they have a room for adults and they have a room for little ones. So that if you're overwhelmed by all the noise and the chaos and whatnot, then yeah, you can duck into the sensory room. They have a teen center with the video games, and the kids are there. It looks really comfortable with the little chairs and the screens, and the what do you call it? I don't know what you call it, the things that you operate the games with. I'm obviously not hip to that, but anyway, they have, what else do they have? They have all kinds of stuff. You need to check it out. Okay, let me continue. I want to definitely try to respect your time, especially since I'm late today. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I turned that off. Alrighty, let's see. What else is happening? Let's see. Good news. about the Durham community fridges. As you know, we lost the one at Part and Parcel. We're losing the one at Omi's because with Part and Parcel, I think there were some threats of violence, some skirmishes over there. So they decided, for the safety of their employees, that they just shut down the community fridge. And if you don't know what a community fridge is, it is where people like you and me donate food. We put them in the fridge. They have cabinets next to the fridge where you can put in the non-perishable items. There is 24/7 access for both the givers and the people who are receiving, the people who are struggling, who are visiting these refrigerators in hopes of finding food for themselves and or their families. So this happens, living on the street or really scuffling, struggling. There's some adverse things that happens. Sometimes things just don't work out. So that's why we lost a Part and Parcel. Now we're about to lose Omi's community fridge, which is at 2300 North Roxborough Street, because their landlord told them to shut it down. So here's good news. Oh, St. Joseph is still hanging in there. They have a really good community fridge. St. Joseph Episcopal Church, 1902 West Main Street on the Iredell Street side. And that is on the back end, like across the street from the back end of Whole Foods. So now you know what I'm talking about. So here's the good news. The Scrap Exchange has stepped forward. So they will adopt a community fridge. I don't know if they're taking the one from Part and Parcel. That would make sense because Part and Parcel is right in the same neighborhood. Doesn't matter. But the Scrap Exchange, it's not open yet. It's coming soon. But yeah, I'm so happy to announce that the Scrap Exchange, which is at 2050 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center, they're going to take over the community fridge. So then we'll be at least back up to two. And hopefully somebody else will step forward and take the one that was under operation by Omi's Coffee Shop, which is on the corner of Roxborough and Club Boulevard. And it's not like Omi's is going anywhere. They're not shutting down. It's just that they were told to shut down the community fridge for whatever reason. All right, so stay tuned. I'll let you know when the one at the Scrap Exchange is open. I'm so proud of them. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. You can still vote early until Saturday, election day for the mayor and city council and whatnot. That is on Tuesday, but you can vote today if you like. And I might consider doing that because I'm going to be visiting a bunch of libraries today. So anyway, you can vote at the North Regional Library, the East Regional Library, the South Regional Library, Durham County Board of Elections on South Roxborough, over there where the Boys and Girls Club is, North Carolina Central University's Turner Law Building on Nelson Street. So that's it, just 5 early voting locations. And you can vote from 8:30 until 6 on weekdays. And then you can vote. The last day you can vote will be Saturday between 8 and 3, just to let you know. And you can call for more information. Don't forget your photo ID. You do have to have one. It can be your driver's license or your non-driver's license, also your passport card. You can use that. If you're a state employee, you can use your photo ID. I have a whole list right there on the Word page and also on the Legalese page. Let's check with Durham Tech and let's see what classes you can take for if you want to be like an entrepreneur. Okay, let's check that out. Let's see. So today is October 1st. Here's a class from 2 until 3, Marketing Made Simple, a hands-off, I'm sorry, a hands-on workshop for small business owners. Let me try that again. Marketing Made Simple, a hands-on workshop for small business owners. These classes are live. They're on Zoom. They're really, really good. You can ask questions. That's why I'm so thrilled that they're live. And then here's another one. This is also from 2 until 3. Getting a website started for your small business. Got to have a website or at least a landing page directing them to your contact information. At least that. So, yeah, so that class is going to be at 2 o'clock. So I have the links. You can go ahead and click on the link and then get the information for the Zoom class. Oh, here's another one from 6 until 7:30, marketing your small business using Pinterest. Never thought of that. Okay, okay. I like that. So you think about using Pinterest. Okay. Oh, here's one more from 7 until 9. Fuel for success, optimizing your mobile food business. Interesting. That Pinterest idea is intriguing. Okay, let me continue. Let's see. Oh, let me mention Keep Durham Beautiful because it is October now. And that reminds me of the song It's October by Oscar Brown Jr. But anyway, Keep Durham Beautiful introduces this year's Durham's Big Sweep. And that will be on Saturday with the Cheek Road and East Gear Street cleanup and also the Alston Avenue. Oh, that's right by my house. The Alston Avenue cleanup. Oh, that's going to be Saturday from 10 to noon, starting at Campus Hills Recreation Center. I think I might participate in that one. I mean, I can walk over there. Okay. So if you're interested, just know that throughout this month and the first weekend of November, there's going to be various cleanup campaigns where volunteers like you and me can put on our long pants and our work gloves and the long sleeve shirts and all of that and clean up, tidy up certain areas, certain street corners, certain streets, certain creek beds, certain parks, certain vacant lots, etc. So, if you actually have spotted an area that really needs some help and you know you can't do it alone, contact Keep Durham Beautiful because this is how they find out. It's not like they know automatically what spots need help. So let Keep Durham Beautiful know. The information is right there on the Word page. Maybe enter their phone number onto your smartphone so that when you see a spot, if you're on the bus or you're driving along or riding along with someone and you're like, whoa, that area could really use some tidying up, make a note of it and let Keep Durham Beautiful know. Because I'll bet that's how they get their info. Let me scroll down to SCORE real quick, see if they have anything. Service Corps of Retired Executives, that's what they're all about. They help people with free workshops in person and online. They help you run your business, start a business, etc. So let's see. Oh, they do have something today and it's live. Okay. Oh, they're all live, but this one's in person, not on Zoom. So today from 5:30 until 7:30, welcome to entrepreneurship. This is for people who are really thinking about starting their own business. And you don't have to quit your job to start a business. Some people do their small business on the side because when I was still living in Chicago, I was wondering why so many businesses opened at like 5:30 and 6:30. I was like, what kind of business is this? And then I realized once I met the store owners that they had jobs and they would run their business like maybe from 5:30 or 6:30 until 10. You can do, I mean, hey, whatever you got to do, right? So, welcome to entrepreneurship. That's going to be at the Durham County Main Library. That's going to be today, 5:30 until 7:30, and that's 300 North Roxborough Street and room 4743. How about that? Okay, that's really good to know. Okay, let's go to your health page to see if there are any blood drives that we need to know about. With it being October 1st, let's see. Oh, there's so much on this page now. It's really, this is a good, I have to say, this is a good page. This one's a good one. So, oh, okay, the American Red Cross, they are having a blood drive today. In fact, two. The first one at Durham Academy actually shuts down in an hour at 1:30. They've been there since 9. Durham Academy is at 3601 Ridge Road. And then they're starting another blood drive at Top Golf, 4901 Page Road, and that will be from 1:30 until 6. So if you can donate blood, I know they would appreciate that because you're literally saving lives. It's really a wonderful thing to be able to do. Now let's check with the Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Ooh, their next blood drive isn't until next Thursday. Okay, so we'll just keep that in mind for now. And we're going to hop over to, let's go to the Senior Scope page. Let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, shall we? 406 Grigsby Avenue. Free parking, free membership, great activities for people 55 plus. Let's see, today is Wednesday, okay. This afternoon, chair flow and flex. That's exercising, sitting down. Super Agers Tech class for people like me. I love tech. You can learn how to use your tech. Let's see. The Hispanic Heritage Group continues. They started at 10, and they'll be going until 2 with special activities in Spanish. Chair volleyball at 2. Yes, you can play volleyball sitting down. Lamba, Senegalese dance class. That's really interesting because it's slow movements. Very often when you see African dance, especially on YouTube, it's very energetic. Well, this is slow movements, more like Tai Chi, but it's African. So if you want to check that out, that's going to be today at 2. And they're putting together a special dance uh, program, so I can't wait to see that. New World, New Skills Tech class at 2:15. Again, learn how to use your tech. Jamming with Janet, joyful movement to music from around the world, and that starts at 2:30. And then Lifeline Dancers at 3:30. Now tomorrow morning, Seniors on the Move, line dancing at 8:35. Just Ask George, tech questions at 9. Open Arts at 9. Breakfast Bingo at 9:30. Yoga Your Way at 10. Keep It Moving, gentle exercise at 10. Conversational French Club at 11. African Dance and Drumming at 11:30. And Pinochle and Kings in the Corner, both starting at noon and going all the way until 7 because the center is open late on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let me look for the special events. No special event today. That's okay. Actually, well, wait a minute. I was looking. Ooh, it is October. Right after the show, I'm going to head to the Drum Center for Senior Life and pick up a new program because every month they print out a, what do they call it? Our Times. They call it Our Times. So, yeah, I need to go get the new one today so that I can be up to date for tomorrow and the rest of October. Okay, we're going to zip over to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page. Let's see, and then we'll check the weather. I have the windows open behind me and the front door open, and it's not hot today. It feels like it's not even, I don't know, it feels like it's, let me guess, 71. That's what it feels like. Anyway, let me do the Let's Go page, and then we'll check the weather. So today is October 1st. Let's see. Oh, Catholic Charities Durham Community Food Pantry. I keep looking up here because that's where my clock is. So in the Lakewood Shopping Center, which is 2020 Chapel Hill Road, you can go to the Durham Community Food Pantry. It's run by Catholic Charities. You can only go once a month, though. So they're open on Wednesdays and Thursdays, 10 to 1. You go there, you get a number, you talk to a social worker, you get a week's worth of groceries. Be sure to let them know that whether you can't, just in case you can't have dairy, if you can't have pork, let them know, and then they'll substitute something else. They also have diaper giveaways. Now, it's only the first of the month, so they might not have gotten their diapers for the month yet. But check with them if you're going to pick up groceries. Check with them and ask. And if they say no, they'll tell you you can come back just for the diapers at another date, which might be next week. or later this week. So anyway, that's going to be today, going on into 1. And if you can't make it by 1 o'clock, because they do lock up at 1 literally. So if you can't get there in a half hour, don't worry, because on Wednesdays they do it again from 5 until 7. Okay, St. Joseph AM. Now I'm used to announcing Backyard RTP's Music for Wednesday. They usually have a lunchtime event. I just checked Backyard again, and I guess maybe the turnout wasn't good enough, or maybe it just that date wasn't working out, or maybe somebody else wanted to do something with the space at that time. So I will not be announcing Boxyard events on Wednesday afternoons because they've been canceled. Not all of them, just the the live performances at noon. Now on Thursdays, they still have the Taking Back Thursdays, and then they still have the DJs on Saturday morning, early afternoon. So I will still be announcing those. And of course, they're listed in the Durham Skywriter. Okay, let's see. St. Joseph AME Church, 2521 Fayetteville Street. They're going to have their community food distribution, that is, free food, free groceries today from 2 until 3. Also, a food giveaway by the Emmanuel Food Pantry. They operate out of the Iglesia Presbyteriana Emmanuel, and that's the Hispanic Church at 2504 North Roxborough Street. I shouldn't say Hispanic Church. I mean, they speak Spanish over there, but anybody can go because my friend Donna goes and she's not Hispanic. So, but anyway, that's what it's called. So basically, they want to streamline their operations because people have been lining up to get free food in the northbound right hand side, right lane, and it kind of chokes up the traffic there a little bit on Roxborough, which is a very busy street. So now what they want us to do is to register before 1 o'clock. So if you need free groceries and you want to get them from Iglesia Presbyteriana Emmanuel, then let them know by 1 o'clock. They speak English too, so don't worry about that. So go ahead and register online by 1 o'clock, and you'll be telling them when you can pick up the food. They start distributing the food between 2 and 4. So you'll let them know when you can make it. And then when you head over there, you go to the intersection of Lavender and Banner instead of just almost parking, hugging the right lane on Roxborough. So you head over to Lavender and Banner, and they'll be directing the traffic from there. And they do speak English, so don't worry about that. New Visions of Africa restaurant between 3 and 6. They will be giving away free meals to people who are in need. Definitely head over there. 1306 Fayetteville Street. The Wednesday Durham Farmers Market is open today in Durham Central Park, and that will be from 3 until 6 also, where you can buy fresh fruits and vegetables and pastries and other items that maybe aren't available during the Saturday market. So as far as the senior vouchers, that's over. But if you use SNAP, EBT, you can double your money. Stop off at the manager's table first, and I think you swipe a card or something, and then you can double. If you plan to spend, for example, $15, you get $30 worth of food. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Now, if you're using WIC, stop off at the table. I don't know if you swipe a card if you're a WIC recipient, but you can also get some kind of extra help also, free food if you're a WIC recipient, because they want everybody to have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Let's see. Oh, Kings Park International Church at 1305 Odyssey Drive. They're going to have their food pantry and clothing closet. That's going to be this afternoon from 5 until 6. So you can get some groceries and you can get some clothing. Maybe you're getting back on your feet, looking for work again, or whatever. So they're always happy to help. And that is between 5 and 6 at 1305 Odyssey Drive. And that's off of Highway 55. And I think you can get there off of Martin Luther King Parkway. I'm not sure, but I know it's near MLK. You can definitely get to Odyssey from Highway 55. I told you about the Durham Community Food Pantry between 5 and 7. Told you about that. Go Durham's next public meeting. They have them every other month. So this month is the month. So today, from 5:30 until 7, you can go to the main station, 515 West Pettigrew Street. All the buses end there, so you can just hop on a bus. That's what I do when I go to the meetings. I just hop on the number 8 and I don't even worry about parking. Just hop off the bus and it's right there. You just go inside, go up to the second floor, and they will have chairs set out and tables and displays and whatnot. You can find out all about the local bus service changes, and there have been some, and especially the number 5. I think the number 5 goes beyond streets at South Point now, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there have been some changes. You can find out what they are. And you can make some suggestions too, because some of these bus routes are really wild. To me, the number 10 is the wildest I've ever seen. They cover more ground than I think. I need to ask, but I'll bet the number 10 covers more ground than any other bus. I might be wrong, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to ask that at the meeting today. But that is going to be from 5:30 until 7. Another thing happening today at Boxyard RTP, this has not been canceled, game night. That will be from 5:30 until 8:30, totally free. It's an outdoor venue, so you can sit, play some board games, and make some new friends. It's free, but you will be surrounded by restaurants, so don't be totally broke when you go, because you might get hungry or thirsty. You might have to make a quick purchase. Attorney Gregory Williams, he will be leading an expungement seminar tonight. It's going to be at 6 o'clock at Zafa Temple number 176. That's at 2312 South Alston Avenue. You've probably seen it. It's that big, interesting looking building with the big grounds. And anyway, you've seen it. 2312 South Alston Avenue. So you can learn about there's been some recent changes to our state's expungement laws. And this is for people who have a criminal record and they want to get get it taken off your record, and that could really help you in terms of job searches, housing, etc. It could affect your family too. I didn't know until recently that if you're living with someone, Scopy is here, and Scopy was there yesterday. Went to Elizabeth Street UMC for the community dinner, and Scopy was there. So I got to sit at his table. We talked about things, his career and his presentation, his singing, what he's going to be doing during Third Friday, which you need to check out at the Durham Arts Council. I'll let you know. I haven't done the write up yet. I'll be doing the write up, and you'll get to see what I'm talking about. So hello, Scopy. Hope you're doing great today. All right, let's see. Where was I? Oh, so if you have a criminal record, you can learn how to take that off. And what I didn't realize was if someone in your family has a criminal record, it could affect your chance of getting housing if you're living in the same household or whatever. So I didn't know things like that. So you can learn about maybe some of the recent changes fixes that. I have no idea, but you can learn what some of the recent changes are to the expungement laws in North Carolina. And Attorney Williams can probably tell you how to go about taking off. I think when you take off something off of your criminal record, I don't think you can take everything off if you have more than one, but I think you can take one off, if I'm not mistaken. So let me know if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. I don't mind being corrected at all. That's how I learn. Dog Moms of Durham, they have a monthly meetup, and it's called the Bark and Bond Social. Guess where it is? Boxyard RTP. It's becoming quite the spot. Again, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54, and this will be from 6 until 8. So I wonder if you literally have to be not literally a dog mom. What I mean is, I wonder if this is for women only, because I wonder, can a man go if he's, polite and, doesn't take over the whole situation? But I don't. Well, anyway, I don't want to be critical because, after all, People put together events for their own reasons, and it's not my place to question them. My place is to let you know they're happening. So, the Dog Moms of Durham, their monthly meetup, Bark and Bond Social, will be at Boxyard RTP this evening from 6 until 8. So, you can take your little pups and enjoy their social time. They have I don't know if you realize, if you've been to Boxyard, you might have headed straight to the venue. And then Dave is, well, you're not late. He said, sorry, I'm late. You're not late. Actually, I was late today. I got caught up with the story and looked up, and it was like almost 12:10. So I'm totally late. So I'm so glad I can't be fired. So anyway, so your pups can enjoy fun in the back. You probably didn't even notice. You probably park and then go straight to the venue. But if you look over west, there is a dog park over there, and they call it the Bark Yard, which I think is very cute. So from 6 until 7, your pups can socialize with the other dogs. And then they have human social time from 7 until 8. It's totally free. But of course, if you want to buy food and drink, of course, you need some money for that. Otherwise, you don't have to pay for your dog to play with the other dogs. So that should be really cute. That's going to be from 6 until 8 this evening. It's Wednesday night public skate at Wheels Durham, which is at 715 North Hoover Road. So admission for skaters is 13, and then of course you can rent skates if you don't have skates already. There are clear bag policies in effect. Read about it by going to the Let's Go page of the Durham Skywriter. And if you're an older person, age 18 plus, and you just want to sit and watch the kids, make sure that your kid's safe, or whatever. You just want to watch your kids do the skate backwards and show off and all that sort of thing. They do want you to pay $4. So if you don't mind paying $4, yeah, you can do that and help Wheels Durham stay in business. It's owned by the city now. I don't know if you know that. Now, the Crank Arm Brewing Company at 620 Fernway Avenue, they're going to have their Crank Arm Durham Wednesday night ride. Riding your bikes tonight from 6:30 until 9:30. So it's a 10 to 15-mile ride. Should take about an hour or so, starting at 6:30, even though it says 6:30 to 9:30. Maybe it takes an hour to get to where they're going, then an hour to come back. I don't know. Let me know if you take the ride. You do need bicycle lights because sunset will occur during the bike ride, and by law, you have to have a light on your bike if you're out there after dark. And don't forget your helmet. Helmets are so important. And it's free. It's a free event. Brett's open mic is tonight from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill downtown at 709 Washington Street. The backup band will be playing R&B, smooth jazz, and funk. And if you're bold enough, you can sign up and join them on stage. First pay the $5 admission, and then you can order some food if you like. After all, Blue Note Grill is known for tasty food and tasty music. So if you feel bold enough, you can hop on stage and join Brett and his crew playing some funky music tonight. The Pinhook. They're having Blanche with Friends tonight. Okay, that's open decks where you can practice or learn how to be a DJ. They ask that you bring your own music because it's probably pretty hard to mix music you're not familiar with. So if you play a specialty music like I'm a piano or classical or country or um, I don't know, reggae, whatever. Bring your own music. You can bring actual records. You can bring USBs, a hard drive with your music. It's free, and you will be out live at the Pinhook, which is 117 West Main Street. This is from 8 until midnight. Sounds like lots of fun. I should go one night just to see what they're up to. I should do that because it does sound like fun. Now tomorrow, Whole Mama Yoga, they're going to be hosting Toddler Together Yoga, where parents and their little ones between the ages of 1 and 4 can learn yoga. It's at Jewish for Good, 1937 West Cornwallis Road, from 10 until 10:45, and there's a $10 fee free for members. And then they have Baby and Me Yoga at 11 o'clock, and this is for parents and the little ones up to 1 year old. And like I already mentioned, the Durham Community Food Pantry tomorrow from 10 until 1. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me put this down. And it's time to check the weather. I was guessing that it's 71 degrees. So let me do the intro and then let's see what the temperature really is. Oh, it's 72. Okay. I was close because it does feel, as my great grandmother used to say, I never met her, but I heard that she used to say it's airish when it's like slightly cool. So it's airish out. So it is 72 right now. It looks like it's going to be cloudy all afternoon. No chance of rain though. Okay. Oh, let me mention because I was talking about the grand reopening of Sherwood Park, which was supposed to have happened yesterday. I thought I was going to be DJing tomorrow for their grand reopening. Well, they postponed it because of the chance of rain. So we're not sure what the date's going to be, and I hope whatever date they choose, I hope I'm available because I do want to DJ that event. So let's see. Getting back to the weather, cloudy all afternoon. The high today will be 74. I think that's a little better than yesterday. Tomorrow, it'll be sunny. Love that. The high will be 70. That'll do. I can't complain. Friday, sunny, 72. So, wait, tomorrow, 70. Friday, 72. Okay. And then, oh, nice. Okay, the weekend is nice. Saturday, partly sunny, 75 is more like it. Sunday is going to be cloudy, but 78. And it looks like it's going to be hot again. For 3 days in a row, we're going to get 78s and 79s. Sunday through Wednesday. Okay. A few thunderstorms, though. I wonder if that has to do with the hurricanes, because right now there's two hurricanes. What is it? Humberto and Imelda. So I guess they might be paying us a visit. I hope not. I'm not the biggest fan of hurricanes, not in the least. So I think that is it. Let me make sure that I'm doing the show live tomorrow and I'll be able to bid you adieu. Today is the first. Yeah, yes, indeed. So I will be doing the show live tomorrow. If you wanted to be a guest, you can always come on the show as long as I'm doing the show live. It's a different link every day, and I do post the link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page, although you can watch from the Durham Skywriter YouTube channel. The I can't remember if it's Patricia Murray or Durham Skywriter LinkedIn. I think it's Patricia A. Murray LinkedIn and the Durham Skywriter Twitch. I don't think anybody's ever watched my show from Twitch because Twitch is usually for it's known for being for gamers, but I've also seen musicians and DJs on Twitch. And I've also seen a lot of my favorite political pundits on Twitch as well. You might want to check it out. It's twitch.tv on on the laptop. And I think there's an app for it as well. I have it on my phone as well. Explore Twitch. You might be surprised, although they have some goofy stuff. Who doesn't have goofy stuff? Check it out. You might find something you like. They have there's a Brazilian guitar player who he just plays music and then he takes requests. And if you give him like $1 or two, he'll play your request. There's some DJs there. They play all different kinds of music. I've seen actual like musicians there playing actual pianos and guitars besides the Brazilian guy. Um, Mysteries, Mystery MST3K. What is it? Mystery Science Theater 3000. They're on Twitch, so you can watch funny science fiction movies with ridiculous, hilarious comments on the side. If you've never watched them, they're on Twitch. Who else is on Twitch? Some political folks are on Twitch. I guess some right wingers. I don't know because I tend to watch left wing political things. They're all on Twitch. Um, what else is on Twitch? I don't see too much media because back in the day, Washington Post and some of the other large outfits were on You Now, uh, and some of the other, experimental or new live streaming apps. I think they jumped on everything as they opened up, so to speak. So I don't know if they're on Twitch. Oh, Dave is saying, wait a minute. So Dave is saying his buddy Johnny Ghostron is, I hope I said the name right. Ghostron is on the as a DJ. Let me write that down. Let me check him out. Because I have to visit each of the platforms after my show to add the date. So I'll be on Twitch in a few minutes anyway. So Ghostron DJ. Okay. And Dave says, "You Now" reminds me of Rebecca and Wildman Chris. Actually, I don't know who they are, but I remember the early days of You Now. Actually, You Now was quite successful. I think they're still in business, or maybe everybody went over to Twitch. But I think that was the first platform where people really started making good money as musicians and whatever. I think a lot of the groups were on You Now. A lot of the youth musical groups were on You Now. Um, I don't know if the DJs were on. I know there are a lot of musicians on You Now back in the day. I remember Washington Post because they used to hop on everything. Washington Post had the best TikToks and You Now. What they would do, which was very clever, they would have their young interns to do their social media. So they always had somebody available to do their social media, and they were always very clever. And You Now, they're also good for. Oh, it's still out there. Okay, so Dave says they're still out there. Hardcore You Now hits will never leave. I need to go back because you know what? You know who else I used to watch on You Now, and also Blab, and also some of the other. Um, some have fallen by the wayside. Live streaming apps. I used to watch some scientific people. There was a lady who did science and astronomy, not astrology, astronomy, the actual stars. She was excellent. I think she was in Greensboro, come to think of it. I need to see if she's still out there somewhere. NASA had their young astronauts on You Now, and I used to love to watch them because they were so excited about space, and yet they were educated and smart, and it wasn't just science fiction for them; it was actual, for real stuff. I used to love to watch them. Um, Maybe I need to just experiment more and just look around to see what's out there because I used to follow a lot more people than I follow now. I used to follow a lot more science and more media than I am now, and I need to get back to that. And maybe as far as Rebecca and Wildman Chris, if you think that's something I should check out, I will. I used to have an account at You Now. It's probably fallen by the wayside by now. But anyway, if I'm right, let me know about that being the platform where people really start making money. And I think Twitch. I remember Twitch used to be called something else. I remember when it became Twitch. I think a woman started it, and it was like her name or a play off of her name, and then she sold it, and it became Twitch. That was so long ago. Oh my goodness. We're going back. We're going way back. But anyway, let me respect your time. After all, I've almost been on for an hour. Well, I was late, so almost 50 minutes. But I am going to go on about my business, so to speak. I'm going to let you go on with your afternoon. Wherever you are, I do hope you have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. And then I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Scobie, great seeing you. Dave, great seeing you. And I'll see you tomorrow. And Dave, as always, fist bump. Love that. Love that. See you guys soon. Ciao for now.